Hey everybody, and welcome back to this series here where we are looking at our top three games for every single letter of the alphabet. We have finally made it to the U's. The thing about the U's is it might be the letter that has the least amount of games that we've played in it. I think there's only been like 8 or 9. And I have a feeling that we're going to have a bunch of crossover.
Yeah, probably.
Because there's a lot more standout ones than there are like
in other ones.
Yeah, okay. Maybe. We'll see. So, without further ado, who wants to go first?
You.
Me. Oh, you?
No,
you.
No,
we're doing the
you
list.
No. You.
You, yeah, we're doing the U list. Okay. So, my number 3 is a game that I have a soft spot for. It may not be the greatest game, but I do have a lot of fun playing it. And that is called Uncharted board game. So, Uncharted board game is based on the PS3 game. I think it's based on Uncharted 2, I think. I don't know. It's basically a tableau builder where you are building up a tableau of action cards in front of you, and you're using those action cards to like get treasure from like this central board where like cards are coming out every round, and defeat enemies. And that's kind of it.
Yeah.
But it's fun because you're going through. It's hard to draw cards in this game too, by the way.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that before I forget. But when you do draw cards, there are possible action cards that you can place in front of you and use them on future turns.
Or you can use them to buy the other action cards and put them into your tableau.
Yeah, right. You can use them for buying power too, correct. But I don't know. It's like it's got janky PlayStation graphics.
Really
like it's just using the graphics from the PlayStation game. And there's not a ton of there are a good amount of cards, but there's not necessarily a ton of variety in the cards.
Yeah.
They kind of do a lot of the same things. And the order that the cards come out can kind of either help you or hurt you.
True.
Based on like, if you're prepared to deal with a bunch of enemies coming out all at once or a bunch of treasure coming out all at once.
Yeah, that is true.
Because at the end of each round, for every enemy that you haven't defeated,
they'll start attacking.
They attack everyone. So it's almost semi-co-op in that way where
you want to get the money and treasure, but you also all need to defeat the bosses or enemies so that you can survive.
Right. And there is player elimination, but usually if one player is eliminated, the game doesn't last much longer than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can be kind of unbalanced, I guess, as far as like how easy or hard the game is and how well you do. But I don't know. It's a game that I have a soft spot for. It's a game that I have fun with. Even though, it might not be the greatest game in the world, and maybe there's other U games that I didn't put on this list that may be better games technically, but I do like this game. And yeah, that's Uncharted board game.
My number 3 is also Uncharted.
Okay, I'm surprised you didn't say that earlier then. Okay.
Yeah, so actually on here it's not number 3, but I had a slight change. I changed it a little bit.
A last minute change. Okay.
Yeah. So Uncharted, yeah, it's pretty fun. I had a lot of fun playing it. I mean, there's not much else to say. But,
okay. I don't think there's anything we forgot.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that's I guess that's our joint number 3 on this list that we may be having a bunch of crossover on.
Yeah.
Okay. So my number 2 is a game that has been out for a little while, but we've only more recently got into it because of the themes of the packs that have been released recently, and that is Unmatched. I almost said Uncharted again. Unmatched. Two UN games. So Unmatched is a skirmish game by Restoration Games, which was originally a Star Wars skirmish game like 20 years ago or whatever. So basically you're taking heroes or just whatever characters and pitting them against each other in an arena. And there's a ton of different ones you can buy. So far, we have only purchased the Marvel ones.
Yeah.
So I believe there is 3 Marvel sets and then 1 Marvel standalone character, right? Yes. Deadpool is the standalone one. Your mom is slowly painting them, so we have some of them painted, some of them not. But honestly, they look pretty good because even when they're not painted.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, you have a character on a board, and you're just fighting the other character. And then you have a deck of cards that you're drawing from, and then playing those out to maneuver around and attack the other person.
Which is all related to your character. Like each deck is like completely different.
Right. They did a really good job of making them like thematic towards the character, kind of how the character feels. But again, we haven't played a lot of them. We've only played the Marvel ones.
Yeah.
So, but there's a lot of other like public domain characters like Sherlock Holmes and whatever else, and tons of stuff. So it's a game that has a lot of variability and replayability based on how you match the characters. Yeah. So that's my number 2, Unmatched, like the Unmatched system. What do you got?
My number 2 is going to be the Unlock games.
Okay.
Which those are really fun. They're just puzzles that where you had to just figure out how to get through it, and you're supposed to do it under an hour, but we never did.
Right. So they're escape rooms in a box.
Yes.
So originally they sold them as single boxes,
but we have like a lot of 3-packs.
Yeah, but I think now they're packaging them in sets of 3,
so that you can just get more.
Yep. So generally they are just packages of cards, right? Decks of cards.
And then you had to split them out. Well, you just split them out most of the time, and then you just like reveal them when you are told, because you either finish a puzzle, or like just get them at the start. Right, and also
they are app assisted, so you're using the app to kind of guide you through like what you're supposed to be doing.
Like you use that to like put in the answers and that kind of stuff.
And then as the series has gone on, they've definitely used things beyond the cards, and like sometimes there's like mini games or puzzles in the app itself that like are not on the cards.
Sometimes it's a little buggy. I know we had a problem with one of them. And sometimes they use. And I remember one time we had to use the box.
Yeah, so no spoilers, but yeah, sometimes you got to use the box or other strange things that you wouldn't think to use that come in the box, like I don't know, the instructions or.
The
Slight spoiler: there was one that used the barcode on the box that we could not figure out that we were supposed to be doing that.
Yeah. Also, another one is one of them needed like. You to use the sound keys on your the tablet or phone. That's the one that was buggy.
Oh yeah, there was something with it didn't work properly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember what that was, but generally it runs pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about that without spoiling stuff, but they're basically just puzzles.
Yep. Just puzzles in a box.
All right. So my number 1 is the unlock system.
Yeah.
So. The other thing about the Unlock games, I think we have 2 currently in our possession that we have not done yet. One of them is a Star Wars one. We have not done the Star Wars one, and I think we have one other box. And yeah, they're good like group activities. Like you're supposed to do them in an hour or so, but
we never do.
And then you're graded at the end in the app. But they're still like a fun. Yeah. They're a fun activity. So that's my number 1, the Unlock system, because there's quite a few of them. And I'm never going to guess what your number 1 is.
It might be Unmatched.
Yeah, okay. I saw that coming. We didn't line up perfectly. Our 1s and 2s were swapped.
Yes, but we all picked the same game.
Okay.
And Unmatched, the reason it's number 1 is because I whipped your butt like 4 times.
Look, I'm not that good at it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've never lost.
You've never lost.
No, I played 3 times and beat you literally every single time.
I feel like maybe I've never won. I don't know. I might have beaten your mother or Corey because I've played with both of them too. It's generally a 2-player game, but you can play with more people. But we've never actually done that because you can fit 2, 3, or 4 in the maps that you get.
But.
I think it works better as a 1 versus 1.
Yeah.
But then again, we haven't tried that, so maybe we should try like a 4-player battle royale type game sometime.
Yeah, sure. Maybe.
Okay. Well, anything else about Unmatched?
No.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so those are our top 3 games that start with the letter U. What do you think? We matched up on all of them.
Yeah.
I have a question though. What was the one you called that you made a change on? What would that have been?
Okay, so now it was really different. I kind of went off it as a whim. I went on as a whim. Yeah, I did not think about it when I was making this list here.
You didn't think of what?
I think about like a lot. I didn't think about things.
You didn't think about things. Okay, then what? What?
Like it's completely different than what I did now.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say like Unicorn Fever is a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Like that just missed the list. And then Unreal Estate is a fun like kind of like it's a little too take that-y for me, I think, but it's still a fun game to play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that wraps up our lists. And what is the next letter in our list, Grayson?
V.
V is going to be a fun one. There's definitely some good V games. So thank you for sticking with us all this time. Our U games are now complete. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Can you sit up straight? It's hot.
Well, it's tea.
I know, but it has not cooled down yet. These metal cups. Anyway, ready.